Hi everyone. So today I have an amazing video. So basically I shared some images recently with my YouTube community and asked them whether they can guess what was the image generator. And people were not able to guess it properly because it I mentioned that it was completely free and unlimited. So this is it. Image FX by Google is the one that is that is providing us completely free image generation, and as much as I have used, I do not see any kind of restrictions or limits, so I think it is completely unlimited. Secondly, the prompt coherence, the quality of images is amazing. It's pretty good, but you have to remember one thing is that you have to prompt it in a very explanatory and descriptive manner. And don't worry, I will actually show you how to generate small parts and combine them to create an amazing prompt. So that is what we will be doing this today. So obviously it is online, so you do not need any kind of vram or anything. You just need a Google account. That's it. So now I'll show you, if you do not prompt very good, what happens. So I'll normally write. So you can see this is a very normal prompt, and here I would give square and let's generate. There are lots of different AI apps by Google, video effects and everything, but I think the best one which is up to the mark is image effects. Music and Whisk is also image generation, and I'll talk about it in another video. So now you can see this is the generation and it looks pretty good, but when you give something like this, photograph of a woman in floral skirt, the problem is image effects due to some reason tries to generate as different images as possible. So you can see the ethnicity is completely different, the setting is completely different. It is a natural setting, then it is just the skirt. Here it is more of a fashion photography. So this is something which happens with image effects, and you would not see this much in Ideogram, Midjourney or even Flux. So how can we fix this? So I have a rule. First of all is that I generally like to provide a random number like this, okay? And then we will go to we will say PNG. So this just gives a context that it is a PNG image, right? And Google will try to make it now more as a photograph. Now secondly, what I do is that always remember, write something very descriptive which describes every aspect of the subject and the outfit. Do not provide the background or the setting. So let's take one example. Once you create one example, you can just use any ChatGPT, Perplexity, anything to replace the outfits or ethnicity or anything you want. So here is a 20-year-old Russian woman named Nikita, and I will tell you why this is important, giving a random name. Fair, natural skin, almond-shaped hazel eyes, be as descriptive as possible, long brunette waves, athletic slim build, slight postures. Do not go extremely deep into posture because it will be in the setting as well. So just a normal something. Sharp jawline, rose tinted lips, and here we have fitted sleeveless cocktail dress in crimson, and then a little bit more like hemline grazing mid thigh and deep V neckline with subtle sheen exposing her collarbones. So this is generated with Perplexity, and minimalist gold bracelet on her wrist. So you can understand how to write, try to provide as much details as possible, right? Now after this, what I generally like to provide is that we need a little bit realism, because other than that you would see that the realism is not there. So for that, what I'll do is that I'll provide this. So here you can see, after the faint blush, what I added is subtle blemishes and pores. It would be and pores. Natural, no makeup look. And even if you are providing makeup, always remember, write no natural no makeup look at first, and then try to provide lipstick or something like that, because it creates a slightly realistic skin imperfections. Now, unlike Flux, image effects does not have a tendency to overdo these things. Like if you write pores and blemishes in Flux, they would create reddish skin, scars even. Image effects does not do that. You can use skin imperfections pretty easily. Now then, red hot lipstick, open mouth, you can give like the kind of expression you want. This is quite important. I have found this very important. High contrast, realistic, natural light, highly detailed. Now, after you have created this much, the prompt is done. We are not done yet. What I generally like to do is I'll come up to any AI LLM and I'll write, there is a woman named Nikita Ansi. We use the name here, a random name, and we are like joining this. I have personally noticed if you write a whole prompt without any name, so sometimes if the prompt is very long, the context somehow gets like lost. So this helps to gain get the context. Write 10 random photo scenes for her, 10 such scenes of 2 lines each. We do not need much description. These scenes must be cinematic and visual treat, only scenes, not outfit or anything else. This is very important because we have already provided outfit. What we are basically doing is that we are building this prompt step by step, so we can replace anything. So for example, if we like a particular setting, we can change the ethnicity or the first part of the prompt, or we can keep the outfit and the woman consistent. We can actually lock the seed here. You can see we can lock the seed here, and we can keep on changing the setting. So that is why we are building this prompt in blocks. Always remember that. And now what I'll do is that here I'll choose something, let's say outdoor. Let's take this one or this one. Here we'll paste it. Now Nikita walks through a field of lavender in bloom, the endless purple horizon blending into the golden glow of setting sun. So this became the setting, right? Now at last, because we provided here, you can see, where is it? Yeah, natural light, highly detailed and contrast. But we want to add a final touch. So I chose 35mm film here. There are some suggestions down. I'm not going to do that. I am going to go with lomography film. I personally love this. It does not actually create lomography, but it gives a little, it kind of reduces the contrast a little bit, but in a very natural way. Now with all of these things done, I'll create. As you can see, it is quite fast, and I have not sped up the video. The generation is quite fast, and this looks pretty amazing, right? The quality is pretty good, and I have many other different options as well. So let's say I'll choose something like, I'll remove these and I choose something like this. So basically this is a dress which has a zebra kind of print, right? So I'll create and let's see what happens. One thing you would notice is that the reason I chose this, even with very normal prompting, the censorship is extremely high on image effects. So you have to write the prompts very carefully. The censorship is pretty high. So if you try once or twice, you'll see the image, I don't think there was something which needed censorship in this particular image. But then again, the censorship is pretty high. And one interesting thing I would like to show you is that if I go to edit image, you can actually add some things. So what I'll do is that I'll just select this much part and I'll write leather belt and generate. So the edits generally take a little bit longer than normal image generation, what I have noticed, but this is fairly new, so maybe the things will change. As you can see, it is generated. Now it will create 4 variants. All of them will not look great. So obviously, because I did not mention what kind of leather belt color or anything, you can see this is what has been generated. But then again, this one is pretty okay. This one actually looks perfect. According to the dress, this one looks perfect. So, and this, the buckle is slightly big. I don't know whether this is some kind of a fashion or not, but this one for me, I think it looks the best. So obviously you can introduce a lot of things. You can introduce some kind of necklace or something like that. The setting is pretty good. So use this. And if you have any kind of doubt or if you want any kind of suggestion, put it in the comment section below. You will have the link in the description box, and I'll try to reply to your queries as soon as possible. Thank you.